Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'll explore the product tabs section for your Shopify store. So keep in mind that we can actually add the section to any page. So let's go to the product default page in our theme customizer. And here in the add section, we can find our product tabs section here. However, for our example, let's stay on the home page here in our Shopify theme customizer, and let's now go to the add section here, and let's now search for our product tabs. Okay, so here is our section, and now let's click on it to customize it. So first of all, we go here, and as you can see, we can change the heading. So here we see trending products. We can change it to anything that you'd prefer, or we can remove the section, the heading altogether. So this is this section without any heading, but let's now return it real quick. So now we have the heading back. We can also choose to show product cart indent, so the borders between the product cards. So now let's enable it. And now as we can see, we have these borders here. So once we do this, we then go to the layout. We can make the product cards full width. But if we uncheck this section, then the container width will be set based on the group layout setting in the theme settings. So here are our theme settings. We go to the layout here, and here we choose the container width from small, medium to large. And here in the section settings, we can either leave it to be the same as set here in the layout, or choose to make these containers full width. Okay, now we can also add the offsets, so the space in between the sections. So here we have this section, and here we have the footer section. So we, as we can see, we have the desktop offset set to 50 at the top. Here we can make it even more. As you can see, we have more space now here, or we can decrease the spacing in here. We can also do the same for the offset bottom. So here now we have some space in here, and also the same for mobile. You can add, increase and decrease the offset. Okay, next we have the theme settings. So once we click here, keep in mind that all of these settings we can find in the actual theme settings section here. But for easiness, you can also go to the specific section from your customizer and then click on theme settings here. So in here we have the object fit image. We can choose a native size, cover, or contain. So the cover will fill the entire area and contain scales proportionally. We can also enable color swatches. So we can either enable or disable them. So once we have the products here, we'll see these color swatches. So now I suggest that we go and add the products to our tabs so that we can look how all of these settings are seen with the products in this section. So now let's return to the product tabs section in here, and here we have 3 tabs. So we have the best sellers, new arrivals, and on sale. And keep in mind that we can add only 3 tabs in here, so you can remove one of these blocks, but you cannot add more than 3. If you don't want to fully remove the block but you want to hide it, you can click here. And now, as you can see, we've left with 2 tabs only. So this is the way how to show or hide one of these blocks. We can also toggle them, so change their position. So as you can see, this on sale tab has moved in the middle, so you can just change the positioning from here. So now let's click on the first of the tabs. So we see this bestsellers tab here. And you can change the name of this tab from here, of course, and we need to add the products by clicking on select products. So from here you can select up to 4 products. So this is the maximum that we can add 4 products in here. And you can of course add less, so you can add 2, 3 maybe products, as many as you want. So now let's just add randomly some products in here. So we see our 4 products. Let's now click on select, and let's now save the changes. Okay, so now that we have our first 4 products here, let's now go back in here and let's then go to the product tabs here. So let's now go to theme settings. And here we see that we can enable or disable color swatches. So as you can see, each product has its own color swatches. If you're interested in how to set up the color swatches for your Shopify store, we will surely link the video in the description box. So from here, we can disable the color swatches. But keep in mind that this setting here disables the color swatches throughout your store. So not only specifically for this section here. So now, as you can see, we've disabled the color swatches and we don't see them in the product cards here. But once we enable them back, we'll see the color swatches here in our product cards. Next, we can enable or disable labels. So labels are the badges. If you're also interested in how to set up the badges, we'll also link the video in the description box. But from here, we can disable these labels and we will not see them in here. So as you can see, now the product does not have the labels. So the next section is show vendor. So for example, if your store sells products from different brands and you want to show the brand name, you can of course click here, and now each product card will show the vendor, so the brand of the product. So here, as you can see, we now have the brand name listed as well. We can also show product rating. So for example, if you want to show the rate of each of your products from here, from your clients' reviews, you can show it here. We will also link the video in the description on how to add reviews feature to your Shopify store. But from here, let's see how it looks when we add the show product rating. So as you can see, these products don't have any rating. That's why nothing happened. But for this product, we now see the rate in here. And we can also show the currency code. So as of now, we only see the price and the dollar sign, but we can also clarify that this is the USD, or if your store sells in Canadian dollars, it will say CAD. So this just adds the currency code next to the price. So the next sections here, we have the show unit price, but it's available only for Germany. So for our store, which is the US store, this section unfortunately will not do anything. And from here, we can also enable quick view. So here, as you can see, we see this zoom icon. Once we click on it, the quick view product card shows up. From here, you can disable it if you don't want to show it in your product tabs section. So as you can see, we no longer have this zoom icon, but we can easily return it from here. So just click back on enable quick view, and now we have the quick view icon back here. So next we have enable image change and hover. So as you can see, while I'm hovering on these images, I see another images. So this is the hover image. And if you're interested in how to set up the hover image, we will surely link a video on this section as well. So next we have this swatch option. So here we can enter the name of the product option you wish to turn into color swatches. So here, as you can see, we see our colors in swatches, but for products that do not generally have colors in them, so maybe you want to show the maybe the material, if you want to show it in your in the swatches, for example, you can of course change it from here or from theme settings. For example, we don't have the materials for these products. We have only two options, the color and the size. So for example, if we change it to size here, then we'll no longer see the color swatches, but instead we'll see the size swatches. So as you can see, this is just simply blank, and this is one of the sizes. So this product has one size, this product has two sizes. So keep in mind that if you do so, if you change here to any other option, it changes throughout your website, so throughout your store. So if you don't want to change it, if you want to leave the color swatches as colors, then just leave it as here, leave it blank. So next we have the image width. We can choose to have the full width of the image, or we can choose it to be cropped. So let me show you how it looks like. So when we change it to cropped, as you can see, we have these cropped images in our product cards. So you can easily change it in here. So next we have the show borders. So besides our indents that we've added before, we see these like light green borders in here. So if you want to, we can easily remove them. So just unclick here. And as you can see, we no longer have these kinds of great borders between our product cards. So next we have the default product image. As you can see right now, it is blank because all our products have their own images. But for example, if you add some products and you don't add any media to them, so you don't add any videos or pictures, you can just simply set the default product image, and this default product image will show up for any products that don't have any media inside the product itself. So from here you can add this. So next we have the change of the button type, so we can have it as an icon or a text. So for example, we have our quick view icon. It's a zoom icon, but we can change it to text. So once we change the button type to text here, now we can see that the quick view has changed from the zoom icon to the text quick view here. So let me just change it back to icon. And the last thing here, as you can see, it simply says enable, so this may confuse you. This is why we always advise to use theme settings from here instead of theme settings from the specific sections, because this enable button is responsible for the compare products, this icon here. So once we go to theme settings and from here we search for the compare products, we see this button here, and it's more clear that this button enables the compare products feature. So if we go back to our product tabs section, we go to theme settings, and if we click here in the enable, then as you can see, the compare products icon will disappear. So we no longer can add the products to the compare product list. So let's enable it back from here. Okay, and now all our changes are saved. And now let's take a look at our Shopify store at this new section. So let's scroll down here. Okay, so here is our section. It's called trending products. In here, so remember, you can change this name, you can change this name, this and this one. So here is our first tab. We see the badges, we see the icons, we see the color swatches. We can click on them. We see the hover images from here, and you can click on the product, and here is your product page. You can click also on this product, and it sends you to the actual product page from here. So these were all of the settings for our product tabs section here. As you can see, we've added one of the tabs, so we did not add products to this tab, but this is just the same way you can add the products to here, and by clicking you can change the tabs from here. So thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. We're always here to help, and don't forget about our theme manual, where you can also find all of this useful information regarding different types of sections. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye.